Hello, everyone. Have you ever thought about what's deep, deep down in the ocean? You know, a world full of mystery and wonder? Well, today we're going to explore that world. We're diving into Jules Verne's amazing story, 20,000 Leagues Under the Seas. It's an adventure that takes us to a place that, well, nobody had ever seen before.
Okay, so let's set the scene. The year is 1866, and all around the world, people are scared. You see, something strange is happening in the oceans. A huge creature is attacking ships. People are saying it's bigger than a whale and way, way faster. So the big question on everyone's mind is, what is this monster? And that question right there is where our amazing journey begins. All right, so here's what we'll cover today. First, we're going to join the hunt for this monster. Then, we'll discover the secret of the amazing Nautilus. After that, we'll journey under the sea and meet the very mysterious Captain Nemo. And finally, we'll talk about something really important, the price of freedom. Now you have to understand, this wasn't just a small problem. Now this was a global problem. Huge ships couldn't travel safely anymore. It was getting hard for countries to trade with each other. People everywhere were getting really scared. So, the world's leaders knew they had to do something about it. They had to stop this danger. So who's going to find this monster? Well, the United States decides to send a big warship called the Abraham Lincoln. And on that ship, they put together a special team, a team of experts. Each person has a very important job. So let's meet the three heroes who are going to hunt this monster. First up, we have Professor Aronnax. He's a very famous scientist from France, and he knows everything about the ocean. He's the brains of the operation. Next, we have Conseil. He's the professor's loyal servant, always there to help. And finally, to actually fight the monster, they have Ned Land. Ned's a Canadian, and he is the best whale hunter in the entire world. He's a man of action, and he really, really loves his freedom. Okay, so after searching for a very long time, they finally find it. They find the creature. But when they try to attack it, something totally unexpected happens. This moment, well, it's going to change their lives forever, because the monster they've been hunting is actually an incredible secret. So, during the fight, the creature hits their ship hard, and our three heroes, Professor Aronnax, Conseil, and Ned Land, are all thrown into the cold, dark ocean. They think this is the end. They think they're going to die. But then they get pulled out of the water. They're saved. But they're not on the back of an animal. No, they're standing on something hard, something made of metal. And this is the moment the big mystery is solved. See, everyone in the world thought it was a giant animal, right? But the truth was so much more amazing. It wasn't an animal at all. It was a machine. It was a submarine, a ship that can travel deep under the water, and it was more advanced than anything anyone had ever seen before. So, they're taken inside this incredible ship, and they learn its name, the Nautilus. And just like that, everything changes. They're not hunters anymore. Now, they're prisoners, trapped inside this amazing machine that has left the whole world behind.
But being prisoners on the Nautilus, well, this is where the real adventure begins. This is the start of their journey of 20,000 leagues under the sea. They're about to see a whole new world, a world no one has ever seen. It's a quiet, beautiful, and sometimes dangerous place.
And what do they see? Oh, you won't believe it. Through the giant windows of the submarine, they see this incredible world. They see beautiful fish and colorful coral reefs that look like underwater forests. They find old sunken ships from long ago. They even walk on the bottom of the ocean and find the lost city of Atlantis. Can you imagine? Their journey even takes them all the way to the South Pole, right under a huge mountain of ice. Now, for a scientist like Professor Aronnax, this is just a dream come true. I mean, he gets to study all these new kinds of fish and see the deep ocean with his own eyes. He's just amazed by the Nautilus itself. It's like its own little world, and it's all powered by electricity, which back then felt like pure magic.
But a machine this amazing, well, it must have a creator, right? An inventor. And the master of the Nautilus is a man who is just as deep and just as mysterious as the ocean itself. It's time to meet the real heart of this story, Captain Nemo. He introduces himself as Captain Nemo. And Nemo is a very interesting name. In the old Latin language, it means no one. So he's basically saying he is nobody. He's a man who left his old life and his real name completely behind. He's a brilliant engineer, he loves art and music, and he is the absolute king of his underwater world.
And we quickly learn something very important about him. He hates the world on the surface. He has his own secret reasons, but he has decided to leave the world of people behind forever. He has no connection to the land. He hates all the countries, all the governments. The ocean is his new home. It's his new country.
But Captain Nemo is, well, he's complicated. He has two very different sides. One minute, he can be a very kind man. He even cries when one of his crew dies. But then, he can be incredibly violent. He is filled with a deep anger. And he uses his amazing submarine not just for exploring, he also uses it as a weapon to attack and sink the warships from the countries he hates so much.
And this brings us to the biggest problem in the story for our three heroes. Think about it. They're living in this world of incredible beauty. For a scientist, it's paradise. But this paradise doesn't have a door. The Nautilus, as wonderful as it is also a prison. A beautiful prison they can never, ever leave.
And this problem starts to separate our three friends. You see, Professor Aronnax, he's excited. He's making new discoveries every single day. But Ned Land, he just feels trapped. Remember, he's a man who loves freedom and the open sky. So for him, living inside a submarine is just awful. All he can think about day and night is escape.
Finally, their chance comes, but it comes during a moment of extreme danger. The Nautilus gets caught in something called a maelstrom. It's a huge, powerful whirlpool in the ocean. So, as this giant submarine is being pulled down, down, down into the spinning water, our three friends make a run for it. They jump into a small boat and manage to escape, just as the Nautilus vanishes into the sea.
So, what's the big idea here? What's the story really about? Well, it gives us a big choice to think about. On one side, you have the Nautilus. It offers you knowledge, safety, incredible beauty, everything you could want. But on the other side, you have that simple, powerful feeling we all have. The need to be free. The need to live your own life, your own way, even if the world isn't perfect.
And so, the story leaves us with a really important question, one that we can still think about today. Captain Nemo, he created his own perfect world, right? But it was a world that followed his rules. And the book asks us all to think, what is freedom worth to you? Is any life, no matter how safe, no matter how beautiful, worth giving up your freedom for? It's something to think about. Thank you for exploring this incredible world with me today.